Welcome to a presentation on submitting an application in Proposal Central. The first thing you'll need to do is make sure that you can log into Proposal Central. Go to proposalcentral.com and enter your username or email and your password, then click the login button. If for some reason you do not have a password, you can use the Forgot Password option. If you do not have an account, you will need to use the Need an Account option to create one. If you do use the Forgot Password option, you'll be taken to this page where you can enter your email address and hit the Submit button to receive an email from Proposal Central with instructions on resetting your password. You will have a link in that email which you will click and then enter your new password. Once you have a new password, you'll be able to log in. And if this is your first time logging into Proposal Central, you will need to enter an institution in your professional profile. You can do so by clicking the Add Institution button on the left-hand side, which will take you to this page where you can enter your institution name. We do recommend that you leave the other fields blank because this may narrow down your search too far before you find your institution or organization. When you click the Display Results button, you will see a list of institutions in Proposal Central. If your institution is not on that list, or if no institutions are listed, as in this case where it says no matching institution found, you will need to click the Request a New Institution Profile button. This will take you to a new page where you can enter your organization's information. And please note that all the fields with a red asterisk that are highlighted here need to be completed before you can submit your request successfully. How you submit the request once all the fields are filled is by clicking the Save button. Please note that if your organization is not in the United States or Canada, you will need to select either NA for not applicable or does not apply under the state/province field. If your organization's location does not have a postal code or zip code, you will need to enter a placeholder such as the digit 0 to complete this requirement and submit your request. Once your request is submitted, it will be evaluated by Proposal Central support, and you will receive a response as soon as possible confirming that your institution was approved. Once your institution is approved, then you can go back to your professional profile, click the Add Institution button once again, search for your institution, click Display Results, select your institution from the new list, then click the Select button. Once that is complete, your institution will be listed on your professional profile. You may complete Section 1 of your professional profile at this stage. However, you may elect to do so later once you know which fields are required within the application. You can always come back to your professional profile to make those edits. Once your professional profile is ready, you will need to click the link provided by WIOMSA to the application. This will take you to this title page where you will first need to enter the full name of your site, then click the Save button. Please note that all the other sections are currently locked, but they will be unlocked once you enter and save a full name of your site, and then you can navigate freely throughout all the sections. Once again, enter the name of your site and click the Save button to complete this process. In Section 2, you'll notice that there's a template for the concept note. If you click the Download button, you'll be able to fill out the template outside of Proposal Central, but please note that you will need to enter that information back into Proposal Central and pay close attention to the character limits. If you enter information that exceeds the character limit, some of that text will be cut off, so it's recommended that you review your input after you paste it into Proposal Central. The next section is the Enable Other Users to Access this proposal. This section is important because it allows you to give other users access without sharing password information. How you locate them is at the bottom of that section. You'd enter their email address or user ID and click Find User. If the user does not exist, you will get a message informing you of such, and they will need to create a Proposal Central account by going to the login page and clicking Need an Account. But if they do have an account, they will be added to the proposal with access. By default, they're given view access, which means they can access the application, they can read all the information, they just cannot make any edits to it. So you'll need to give them edit or administrator position. If you give them edit permission, they will be able to make changes to the application, but they cannot submit it and they cannot give other users access. If you give them administrator permission, they will be able to make edits to the application as well as submit it once it's ready, and they can also add other users to the application. The applicant section has some information that pertains to your professional profile. So if any information is missing, as in this example, the title of your current post, you'll need to click the Edit Professional Profile button in order to fill that information in. From your professional profile, you can scroll down to the fields and enter the requested information, then click the Save button, and you will get a confirmation text at the top of the page. Then you can click the orange Return to LOI/Proposal button to go back into your application form. Once in your application, you'll need to confirm that the information was successfully added, then click the Save button to ensure that it is saved to your application. Sections 5 through 8 have various types of fields, ranging from short answer response to single select options. Please note that anything with a red asterisk is required, and pay close attention to the instructions in the blue box for the information that's being requested. Don't forget to click the Save button every time you enter new information to ensure that it is not lost. The Validate section allows you to check completion of your application sections. When you click the blue Validate button in that section, you will get a list of all the fields that are not yet complete, and feel free to use the Validate button anytime during the application to gauge your progress. For every section, it'll have a header, and you can click that header to go directly into that section and provide the missing information. As you save new information to those sections, this list will get smaller and eventually will be down to 0 once you're ready to submit the application. Please note that in Section 10, the applicant will need to sign this application. And note that they can only sign it under their account. So they will log into their account, go to Section 10, enter their name, and click the Sign button. Once they've signed, they will have this note showing that they signed and when the signature was submitted. Feel free to click the Download Application button to download a PDF copy of your application. Once all fields are complete, you will then be able to hit the Submit button to submit your application to IOMSA. Please note that if you do not see the Submit button, you do not have the correct permissions to access that section. You either have View access or Edit access, and the applicant or whoever initiated the application will need to give you administrator access for you to have the Submit button, or they can submit the application on their side. Thank you for your time. If you have any program-related questions, I recommend reaching out to the IOMSA program administrator. But if you have technical issues, please email pcsupport@altum.com. And that's from Monday to Friday at 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you.